welcome to the Oral Health Podcast. So it is the Easter weekend this weekend, as I'm sure we're all really happy about. So we just want to have a little bit of a chat about managing our oral health at Easter. Obviously, it comes with a lot of chocolate and other little Easter treats like hot cross buns and things.
And I'm looking forward to a long weekend as well. More than the chocolate, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah, a long weekend is just so nice, isn't it? Bank holiday with an extra bank holiday thrown in.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's a very nice long break.
Yeah.
Apart from the kids get 2 weeks off if they're still at school. But yes, it's a nice time of year. I think all the daffodils are starting to come out. Everything looks kind of spring-like, and I mean obviously not forgetting the real reason for Easter as well.
Mm-hmm.
Going to church, and if you do go to church, whichever church you go to, and it's a little bit like Christmas, isn't it? Remembering the reason why Easter started. And I'm sure there's lots of traditions that people have through the years, and you pass on from generation to generation, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
It is a little bit like Christmas.
Yeah, and it's also like I grew up going to church all the time and things, so it was always like when Lent was finally going to be over. That's what I got excited for, because I used to give up chocolate every year for Lent, and then Easter would come and I'd get all this chocolate eggs, and it was just the best day, because I think I'd give it up for so long. And when you're a kid, you're like 5, giving up chocolate for a month, that's like an eternity.
But in some ways, it's the best way to eat it, all down in one go. It's on your teeth for less time.
Which is also, like, that's mental advice to me. To just like, oh yeah, if you eat all your chocolate in one big go, then it's actually healthier for you. Like, what? That makes no sense.
Well, from the point of view, I mean, I suppose if you look at it, you're going to eat that number of calories anyway. So eating them on one day and spreading it over 5, is it any different? However, by eating it all in one go, it is better for your teeth, because your teeth are only going to be under that attack that we talk about all the time, the acid attack that happens when sugar mixes with the saliva, the bacteria in the saliva that we produce all the time, and produces those plaque acids. If we eat all of our chocolate all at the same time, it's only under one attack. We keep nibbling on it all day, then it's under attack for much, much longer. So our mouth is potentially more likely to get dental decay. So, the kids that savour their sweets and spread them out over weeks and weeks, have it as part of a mealtime if that's what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to spread it out, it is quite nice to spread it out. I mean, I do think it is slightly ridiculous though. When a young child is looking at, 10 Easter eggs, I think that's a little bit mad to buy somebody that. I mean, they might still be eating it by Christmas, but I like giving different presents. There are things that you can do for Easter that don't involve chocolate or sweets, that are still quite fun to do. You can do some craft things.
Yeah, we used to do egg decorating.
Oh, egg decorating.
Yeah.
Oh, I used to love doing that. I never got the hang of egg blowing though. I have not ever mastered it. So when the kids tend to have egg decorating competitions at school, don't they?
Yeah.
Hard boiled is the way, because the last thing you want is all these broken eggs everywhere. We were always quite successful at egg decorating for the school. We did one, Eggy the Eagle Eggwards.
Oh, nice pun.
And put him on some lolly sticks. Don't you be stealing this idea out there.
That's quite a cool
want
idea,
copyright.
Though. I did one year, the Eggs Factor.
Oh,
so I had the stage and a contestant egg, and then the 4 judge eggs.
That's a lot of eggs you're using there.
Only 5.
Yeah, but it's a waste.
Chickens. We had chickens. They spit them out every day, so.
I'm sure that they spit them out, but anyway.
Same difference.
Okay, and not if you were chicken, I wouldn't have thought.
Yeah.
But yes, anyway, back to teeth. Yes, I mean obviously those are better, and you could decorate the egg and eat it then when you get home the same day. Obviously, there are Easter egg hunts. You don't have to hunt for sweets, but it is probably mainly about chocolate, isn't it?
most of the time.
I don't think we're going to convince many people that an Easter egg hunt going around looking for...
Well, to be fair, that can be quite fun. I know I've done it with kids before with you get the shells that you can fill yourself. So you don't have to get the chocolate shells, you can put anything in. So you put
That's good, yeah.
1 piece or 2 peas or whatever.
Oh,
and
money.
like,
Money's always
pennies.
attractive as
you
well.
You can spend like £1 in 1 piece and get hours of entertainment about going out and hunting them down. But
yeah, I think it's the searching for them, isn't it? And who comes back with the most. And I don't think it necessarily has to be. I mean, we should probably think of something more exciting than just doing, because not every kid is arty and wants to sit down and do colouring in or making an egg.
But actually, a lot of kids like baking, and that is another oral health faux pas of Easter, is the hot cross bun, because it's full of dried fruits and sugars and things. So what do you think about a nice toasted hot cross bun on Easter morning?
No. Absolutely wrong.
No?
Horrible. You get a decent bit of fruit and then you suck all the moisture out of it, make something look like a dead fly, and then you put it in food. Why on earth would anybody ever... Who had the idea of currants and raisins and dried up peel and all that horrible stuff? It's wrong. You shouldn't be eating that.
Yeah.
It's not... I mean, it's all shriveled and horrible. It's all the best bits gone.
Well, I mean, I must say, having like dried currants and raisins and the peels and things does remind me of my grandma, because she used to bake like non-stop, 24 hours a day. Like it felt like she was just had her own little operation going in the kitchen. But she used to make hundreds of hot cross buns and fill it with these raisins, and I used to love them. I still love a hot cross bun.
Do you?
Oh yeah, over a normal toast.
I don't really like cinnamon either, and they tend to put that in as well. And I'm just not a hot cross bun fan. I would. I mean, we used to have a cutter that used to cut toast into the shape of a bunny. That would do me. I'd have a bunny-shaped piece of toast instead of a hot cross bun. Isn't there? There's other things. I mean, you used to make those chocolate nests, didn't you?
Oh yes, the shredded wheat.
With shredded wheat, yeah.
Oh, at least then there's a bit of nutrition coming from the cereal. It's not just pure chocolate.
Minimal. I think you're kidding yourself.
I'm not saying it's healthy. I'm just saying it's got more to it than just a piece of chocolate. You've got fibre in there as well. But I mean, there's obviously loads of different cultures and things that do different things on Easter. I know some friends of mine have like huge feasts, and they prep it for days and days and days and days, and it's quite a gorging affair. You tend to overeat, which is obviously not great for our mouths either.
Lamb. Is lamb the meat of the
I think traditionally, yeah.
I suppose it's because that's when lambs are born.
But I love Easter. I think it's a nice reset. Like you say, it's the 4-day weekend. And, you've just got to be careful how much snacky stuff you're having, I think.
Yeah, I think it feels it's sort of almost like the gateway to spring, isn't it? You always feel a little bit more looking forward to a bit more sunshine. But like I say, if you are going to ration either yourself or your children to having a bit of their Easter egg per day, just have it as their pudding. Just break a few bits up and put it in a bowl, and that's their pudding then as part of a meal time, which is far, far better. There will be the ones that they're always the same people that go away and just gorge on the lot of it. But the size of Easter eggs are much smaller these days, which is better. Because I mean, whether it's my hands are bigger, but you can get the little diddy ones. You can get they do so many for a £5, don't they? So you can get smaller ones, and the packaging as well has improved, because there used to be so much different packaging that it was really difficult to recycle as well, because you obviously can only recycle the same materials together, and now it's all cardboard. It's much easier to recycle as well. So I think over time we have got better, because having smaller eggs, having less things that come with them, and the less packaging, has all got to be better, hasn't it?
Absolutely. And, you know, like all the same standard advice applies, like you've just said, of brush and don't brush straight after food, and moderate, but don't spread snacking out through the day, and incorporate. And I hope that everyone listening has a really lovely Easter break. We will be back throughout, obviously, April and onwards, and the lead up to Smile Month, with a few more podcast episodes for you. But for now, that's everything from us. And just to say a big happy Easter to everybody.
Happy Easter.